Hello everyone, if you have liked my previous videos, please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. In the previous video, we discussed about the common and the comparative size P&L account. We are thinking to move forward to trend analysis, but before that we'll practice one more sum for your P&L account. Now coming to the question. We are given something tricky, so we'll follow the working note first. Now, in the question we are being asked, prepare comparative P&L account from the following details. Now, first thing given is sales revenue, second is net purchase, third is changes in stock, but the fourth thing given is other expenses, percentage of sales. So, first of all, what we'll do is we'll prepare the working note, then we'll move on to the format. Now, coming to the working note 1. Now, in this case, we are being told that other expenses is 45% of sales in 2017. Unlike 2017, 2016. Now, checking to the question, 45% of sales. So, 15 lakh into 45%. And for 2016, it is 40% of 18 lakh. 18 lakh into 40%. Now, finding out the answer, 15 lakh into 45% will be your 6,75,000. Coming over here, this will be your 18 lakh into 40%, which will be your 7,20,000. So this is the part of your other expenses, which will be used in the format when you are preparing P&L account. Now coming to the part of your other income. Other income. This is your working note 2. So write down the working note first and then follow with the procedure of the sum. Other income is 12% of the sales. 12% of 15 lakh. And over here it is 10% of 18 lakh. Now coming over here, 15 lakh into 12% will be your 1,80,000. Over here 18 lakh into 10% will be again your 1,80,000. Now remember this working note for other expenses and other income, then we'll solve the sum and use this working notes. Now coming to the solution, we'll prepare a comparative P&L account looking to the question being asked. Now, heading is your comparative P&L account. Next thing is your particulars. Now in this case we have prepared working notes. So you can give a column of note number or it's your choice in bracket to write working note 1 or working note 2. So particulars then is your 31st March 2016, 31st March 2017, absolute increase, decrease and percentage. 2016, 2017, absolute increase, decrease and percentage. Now coming to the solution, first thing we are given is your sales revenue. Sales revenue for 2016 is 18 lakh, whereas for 2017 is 15 lakh. First, we'll fill all the details given in the question. Second is your other income. This we have calculated from a working note 2. Your working note 2 which you calculated. In both the cases it was 1,80,000. 1,80,000 and 1,80,000. Now coming to the third part given in the question is your total income. This is the part of your format. This will not be given in the question. So total income is your plus 1 plus 2. So 1 plus 2. Now coming to the solution, it will be 19,80,000 and this will be 16,80,000. Now coming to the fourth, that is your expenses. So we'll check out all the expenses given in the question. So expenses given in the question are, check it. First it is given net purchase for resale. So A, net purchase for resale. Now in net purchase for resale we are given 5 lakh and 6 lakh. 5 lakh and 6 lakh in 2017. Next part given in the question is your changes in stock. B is your changes in stock. Given in the question are 1 lakh and 1,60,000. Next is other expenses. Now this is the thing which we have calculated in our working note 1. So this we calculated was 6,75,000 and 7,20,000. First is 7,20,000 and next is 6,75,000. Please don't make any mistake while you are writing the figures in the year. Previous year will be written first and the current year will be written onto the next. Now your total expenses will be your 30,20,000 and 14,35,000. Now, what is the next thing we have to follow in the format is your third minus your total of fourth, which will give us profit before tax. So fifth is our profit before tax, which will be equal to third minus fourth. So we'll calculate in the calci. Your third was 19,80,000 minus 13,20,000. We'll get is a 6,60,000. Next is your 16,80,000 minus 14,35,000. We'll get is your 2,45,000. Now we'll come over here. Then we'll calculate the rate of taxes. 18 lakh, 15 lakh, there is a decrease of 3 lakh. Next is your 1,80,000, 1,80,000, that means dash. 19 lakh 80,000, 16 lakh 18,000, there is a difference of 3 lakh, but there is a decrease. Because ultimately this is the total of this one. Now, coming over here, there is an increase of 1 lakh. There is an increase over 60,000. Over here, there is a decrease of 45,000. Moving towards the total, we'll get 1,15,000 increase. Next is your 4,15,000 decrease. Now, your decrease values are written in the brackets and your increase without bracket because it is in the plus sign. We'll calculate the percentage also, but first we'll calculate the tax amount. We'll complete this part. Tax rate given in the question is 30% and 30%. So this is your sixth part. So tax rate 6,60,000 into 30% is your 1,98,000. Over here 2,45,000 into 30% will be 73,500. And same over here we can find out the difference also, 1,24,500. Again this figure is in the negative. Minus minus will get it here minus plus minus. Now here will get profit after tax, your final figure. Now profit after tax is your 4,62,000. It is 171,500. This is your 290,500. Now coming to the final figure of percentage, 3 lakh divided by 18 lakh into 100. As it is in negative, we'll get the percentage also in negative. Now over here 3 lakh upon 19 lakh 80,000 will get is your 15.15% in minus. It's your choice to write percentage or sign or not. I am not writing it. Now next, 1 lakh divided by 5 lakh into 100, 20%. Next is your 60,000 divided by 1 lakh into 100. That is your 60%. 45,000 divided by 7,20,000 into 100. That is your 6.25% in negative. Next is your 1,15,000 divided by 13,20,000 into 100. We are getting 8.71. Here 4,15,000 divided by 660 into 100. We'll get 62.88. Next is your 124,500 divided by 190 into 100. You're getting 62.88. Final figure over here, 290,500 divided by 462,000 into 100. That is your 62.8. Now, you must have a confusion over here. This is a very basic task. If you have completed the sum over here, I'll just teach you the basic concept. This is in minus and we need to minus it. First of all, the figure, I'll erase some part over here. If you must have already copied this part. Now, 4,15,000 is in your minus. Next thing, you already need to subtract your tax. That means 1 minus is also there. Then the next figure is also in minus. That is your 124,500. Now, minus, minus, minus. Here your minus, minus will be plus. So, minus 4,15,000 plus 1,24,000. So, minus plus is always minus. 4,15,000 minus 1,24,500 will get 290,500. And the sign before the biggest figure is in negative. So, negative. So, this is the part of the question. This is very basic. Don't make mistake over here. And if you have any doubts, you can raise it in the comment section or you can ask your doubts any way you want. Thank you.